It's your lucky day, fellow Sabahans and Sarawakians. I'll be mentioning your states in this video. But it will be the last one cause I'm reading the map like a book, from left to right. Oi, you're boo for what, huh? Not like I'm gonna neglect you guys like in the previous video. Laila, gadola punde. You think I scare, huh? Laila. First off, Kedah, one of the biggest rice exporters in Southeast Asia. Drive past the paddy field and you will get to see an ocean of pea right before your eyes. If you ever see a guy throwing slur words at you, it's probably not because you look ugly. It might be your audacity to waste away your rice. And it's probably because you look ugly. But there is one way to cool them down. Just bring them air katong and you can get their ass off you like a free man. Man, I know y'all are chill like that. Penang. Penang people, or they call themselves the superior Penang Lang, cause they trying to compare every food with KL food like our char kway teow better than your KL one. Sure buddy, you win this time cause I gotta admit, every hawker in the island either got their woks from the antique stores or their great ancestors inherited their woks so that they could have generational wok hay. But calling prawn mee their Hokkien mee is a crime. Hokkien mee is supposed to look like this. It's supposed to be black. It's our culture, you uneducated bastard. Too bad I already made the rules. Plus Penang people don't know how to drive, so don't ever give them a car. Perak. A funny state. Cause Barak. Okay, enough. You don't need an old folks home cause Ipoh got your back. Low cost of living, slow living pace, low house price. Just look at their price of a bungalow there. It's only 1 million ringgit. With that price, you can only buy a 900 square feet condo in KL. I can see why old people like to locate their retirement home in Ipoh, cause if I were them, I would be hogging that place and gatekeeping everything. And Ipoh is the spawn point of Amoys. You wanna find a girlfriend like Michelle yo? Just go there. Fuck, I was supposed to gatekeep that as well. Kelantan, a foreign country in Malaysia. You literally cannot understand their Malay. It's like they're speaking Indonesian but worse. Make sure you bring yourself a tour guide and a translator there cause you won't be needing your standard Bahasa Malaysia cause they are speaking Bahasa Kelantan. Their nearest cinema is in a town in Terengganu. If you're arguing with a Kelantanese, just say your state has cinemas. That will shut their mouth. But still, Kelantanese are proud to be Kelantanese cause everyone there takes care of one after another. Kelantan has the sweetest people in Malaysia. Like, literally, cause most of them are exposed to high risk of getting diabetes. They throw packs after packs of sugar into every drink. First minute you'll be drinking their bandung syrup, next minute you'll be drinking insulin. Terengganu. Turtles began their fragile little lives on a shore with hundreds of their brothers and sisters alongside. They crawl their way to the sea like soldiers on the Normandy beach until they get taken away by the waves. And while crawling to the sea, they lose their brothers and sisters along the way due to harsh environment and their natural enemies until they have successfully submerged into the water. After years of surviving in the sea, mama turtles return to the same shore where they will hatch and lay eggs during nesting seasons and crawl back to the sea until the next nesting season arrives. While the mama turtles are away, Terengganu people will steal their eggs and make them into delicacies. What an interesting life cycle of turtles. Turtle eggs must be a lot tastier than regular chicken eggs, I guess. Pahang, arguably one of the most precious states in Malaysia cause they produce durians. If the government manages to lose Pahang, all Malaysians will just evaporate into thin air due to having to live without durians. No more tear ball for y'all Malaysians. And the worst case scenario is losing Genting Highland. All the China auntie uncle gamblers will drop to their knees if they ever get the news of needing a passport to lose money to the house. And all the brats with their modified Honda Civic will start considering getting a job. Selangor. It's the 21st century and Malaysia is in Asia. But Selangorians still live like an African kid in the 1800s. Air Selangor just keep closing the water for every resident in the state just so they can have pool parties every month. Even after they reopen the valves, people in Selangor will still get to drink free teh tarik for a few minutes before it downgrades to plain water. I mean, if they close the water due to river contamination, I get it, cause no one wants to die. But pipe bursts? For nearly every month? That don't seem right to me. The pipe bursts and they fix the pipe, and the pipe bursts again and they have to refix the pipe and the cycle keeps going. Even Sisyphus didn't suffer like how Selangorian is dealing right now. Not even all the floods can give them enough water. Kuala Lumpur, an urban shithole, like Penang people. Don't let them drive cause they cannot. To make it a combo meal for every KL people, no road in the state is as smooth as taking a shit after consuming laxative. An additional bad road so you can drive on it and cause more accidents for people to slow down and record you losing aura. But the good thing about KL is nearly every race is in there due to endless opportunities, making it the most diverse state in Malaysia. It's also a fun state to be in cause saying anything racist towards any race will make your experience rich. How rich? You can come to KL and try. Oh yeah, and our twin towers are still standing. Negeri Sembilan. I don't know much about that state. 9 states into one. That's like Ben 10 with its Omnitrix. And peaceful state? I guess? Cause I've heard nothing from Negeri Sembilan except people from there have to wake up early to drive to Selangor or KL to work and go back home the same way while suffering from the jam. Malacca, the origin of the entire Malaysia law. Paramaswara will probably start rolling in his grave if he ever found out that you have to pay to enter the statues. I mean, it's not that expensive lah. The economy in Malacca is good cause it's basically a tourist site for local and foreign visitors. You, your dad, your mom, your grandma, your great-grandma must have been to that state. And if you haven't, you should probably start re-enlightening your life by opening your curtain to get some sunlight first. The only acceptable excuse is if you don't have enough money. I understand, we've all been there. Johor, the real victim of Singapore. Johorians wake up at 4 in the morning to drive across the bridge to Singapore to earn 3 times the Malaysian ringgit, but with the cost of being looked down on by some Singaporeans. They talk shit about Malaysia people being low class but still proceed to drive to Johor to pump gas into their cars. They will speed their Singaporean car with Malaysian gas on the highway until they get stopped by PDRM and yell back as if they're back home. Be careful we cut your water supply or... Then Johor won't have treated water to use. Johorian will probably hate me if Singapore really refuses to treat their water lah. But you have Legoland. Very cool. Oh yeah! I completely forgot about Perlis. Okay, so Perlis. Then we have Sabah and Sarawak, the Florida of Malaysia. They ride crocodiles and have to go through all the natural courses just so they could go to school. They will grow up to be the type of parents who say they have to go across the mountains and sea to go anywhere and they will still be telling the truth. They might be the toughest civilians in Malaysia cause not even the government is paying attention to them. They are like the middle child of a family, constantly getting ignored, and the government only focuses on Semenanjung Malaysia. It would be a shame if Sabah Sarawak still don't get recognition even with all the cool natural attractions, and it will all go down the drain if the government still don't do something about it. But at least you'll have monkey to play with, right? One day I might fly there and find someone to teach me how to swing like Tarzan. Damn, I really gotta find something to turn your attention away to. Singapore, yeah. We hate them, right? Now go hate them.
Apalah jauh. Apalah jauh, Pak. Lu jangan kurang ajar lah. Lu jangan. Apalah jauh lu mau. Ayo mau, Pak. Tapi lu karang.